Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome to Intuitive Energies and your magical reading for Friday. So, I pulled these cards, I wrote something down, and then I took the time to meditate really on these cards, Pisces. And a lot has been coming through. First of all, in the Herb Crafters Tarot, they even have places where you can look at the meaning of the numbers. And we had 2 4s here, so there was definitely a reason for that. As you all know, I don't believe in coincidences of any kind. Not for me, anyway. A lot of the times, especially if it's serendipitous, I love that kind of stuff. The fact that they're both baskets, like they're both weaved. If you look at it, the willow has weaved this, but there's one here, even in the lavender, okay? So the basket is holding the lavender. I feel that they're working with each other to bring whatever wisdom is today for this 5. And it's so beautiful. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being here before I start, because I'm already starting. I'm already there. I can feel myself going. I wanted to thank you for being such a great support to this channel. And I'm just going to start, Pisces, and whatever comes out, if I forget something, or I know I'm forgetting to self-promote here, but I need to get here. So the 4s. The 4s here talks about borders, limits, and structures. It says the 4 cards, you know, the 4 and the number, feature herbs used as border and hedgerow plants. They are shaped and managed to keep what is wanted inside the space and what is not wanted outside the space. And look at the 5, okay? There's definitely a border. And it feels like you are the border between what's unwanted and wanted. Just take that in note, okay? So, these plants introduce the herb crafter to thresholds and portals, guarding the ecosystem. They ensure that what grows inside the border thrives. They are gateways to a deeper connection to the plants. Okay, it says in the second mini drama, which I love the way they put that, 4, 5, and 6, in other words, the number 4, 5, and 6, the herb crafter begins to cultivate community. This takes her out of her own, her or him, I'm going to add this, out of her own experience. Oh, they told me to put day as well, okay, to build a bigger world. After the abundance of the trees, the herbs of the 4s teach her about edges and boundaries. She becomes aware of external factors that affect her journey and thus learns how to create sacred space. Discernment, intention, and mutuality become important as she seeks to protect the ancient ways. The 4 ask the herb crafter to create a threshold and walk through it. I love the definition to the 4s. I mean, it speaks of your magic, okay? The magic is that you've done the work, okay? Your magic is to turn the darkness into the light through contemplation, and you have. The 4s have made you contemplate. They've made you figure it out what was structure, what was boundaries, what you did and didn't want, okay, through those experiences. So I'm going to read to you what it says here. The lavender taught you how to withdraw behind borders, okay, to calm the body and mind, and to pause and cherish the present moment. I love this, okay? So this, like, if you look at it, the person who was with this lavender is now relaxing somewhere, okay? I'm sorry, my throat is, it does this. So You calm the body and mind. This person took a break, okay? It says the shoes and gloves have been removed. The tools sit unused on the earth. And a snail inches by and the bees buzz, okay? Contemplation precedes action. And if you see that, even in this 5, there is contemplation. Contemplation of what happened, what was, what's left, okay? It's really fabulous. You have the 4 of Earth here, the willow. Be a wise steward of your resources. Be flexible yet sturdy. Strong roots help young sprouts grow. The willow, they speak about the fact that even though it's a tree, once you can take it and weave it into a basket. So it is very flexible. It's very much like Pisces, if you think about it. We ebb and flow around things, okay? We can be a force of destruction, absolutely. But we do have the ability as water to just go and get to where we need to go. So this tree can become what it needs to be, as in from a tree to a basket. I think that's fantastic, okay? It says, a harvest of willow rods provides enough material for making many baskets. Take time to gather your resources respectfully and carefully tend them well. It says, as a border plant, willow protects a natural area and creates sanctuary in the underbrush for small animals. Young trees can be shaped and curved to fit the location. The pliable and earthy stems are prized by basket makers. So, making tools for today is medicine for tomorrow. Build a foundation for future harvests. So, this is all about being malleable, being sustainable. In other words, something that can be regrown quickly, and sustainability is the word I was trying to say a minute ago. Yeah, so that it can be maintained, okay? Something that can be maintained and grown over and over again as well, okay? So, to keep going, to be sustainable. All right, Pisces, back to the light of what I'm talking about. Your magic. Your magic is this. You've taken time, you've contemplated things, you've seen what's good, okay? What's sustainable, okay? These cups can be refilled because they're upright. These cannot because they're down. So you have figured out what is border, what is good, what will work, what won't work. And you have to remember that when you are going on your journey. The journey of not always knowing where you're going. The journey of trusting yourself and what you're doing. See, it's not your first go around. You haven't done this just for the first time unless you're a child, okay? Even if you're in your 20s, you've done a few cycles, okay? So you know what's good, you know what's not good, you know where your borders are. Sometimes your borders, as you get older, well, you have more of them. Is it time to look at them? Your magic is to be able to contemplate. It says, did I make that border a wall that I can't climb anymore? And is it necessary there? Okay? So how are you going to be malleable? How are you going to become different in that way? How are you going to raise other borders to do different things? Just keep looking at those things, Pisces, okay? All right. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. As I said yesterday, I'm using now the Herb Crafter's Tarot as an oracle. Sometimes I use it as a tarot, sometimes I use it as an oracle. That is the wonderful part of this deck. I love this deck. Okay. It is not the first time that we have had the Five of Cups as magic, I do believe. Cafe Coco, anybody? The Queen of Air. Yeah, I'm not surprised she showed up. I'm very familiar with the Queen of Air. very connected to the Queen of Swords. She is my queen. Page of Air. Oh, there he is again. Page of Swords. Is this yesterday's reading? For the day before? They came out together, didn't they? Different deck. Here they are again. Yeah, it's okay, Pisces. It's because they're not done. Page of Water, right. Okay, so the message that I got is the Queen of Air. She's very wise. She has the owl with her. You see that, right? She has the owl with her. She's beautiful. And yes, I just called myself beautiful because that's a card I identify with. Isn't that brilliant? I do. I'm old enough now. Just as it had a birthday, and yeah, passing the half-century mark, I feel I am qualified to call myself beautiful at this point. I've put myself through enough. The Queen of Swords is a strength of character and independent, but she is somebody who's experienced great loss and sorrow. Even in the last 2 years, Pisces, losing people that I love greatly, I still experience such loss and pain, such as you, such as all of us. We're here to do that, okay? The thing is that some of that loss and pain is by experience, by putting our foot in the proverbial pile of crap so that we may learn things as we go. And then with those lessons, we assess our future and where we want to go. In comes the Page of Air, the Page of Swords, the one that brings in the new, fresh ideas, but also the one that reminds you that the Queen's been through a lot. Like a child who is always protecting their parent, okay? See this as a son or daughter protecting the mother. You are both inside of yourself. You protect yourself, okay, from such things. So I'm going to be kind to the Page of Swords today. I'm going to say that he brings in idea, but then he reminds the mother who is, you know, the wise one, the one who's putting all of these things in order in the brain. He reminds the mother, but mother, remember what happened last time to you. It was very hurtful. It was very, excuse me. It was very hurtful, and it was hard for you. And the Queen just looks at the page and says, yes, that's right. I've been through a lot. Let me think about that. But with them working together, you can sometimes snuff out the Page of Water, who is silently in the corner going, but we have dreams. We have a calling. We want to live. Okay? So this is both sides. Okay? As well as this card, Pisces. What you need to work is to find the balance between the Page of Air and the Page of Water. Okay? You can't let the gavel come down on things just simply out of fear. The magic in you is being able to bring fresh new insight and fresh new dreams to the Queen of Air. The idea is that you have to really contemplate the light and the dark. Okay? Your magic is the ability to turn darkness into light through contemplation, okay? Don't let it stop here, where they go back and forth, and the page ends up convincing his mother, the Queen, that things are going to be bad, that there's too much to lose, okay? You can always look at it and says, yeah, but you've already lost 3 cups. But you can also look at it and says, yeah, but you still have 2, okay? Glass half full, glass half empty, glass at all, okay? The Page of Water is just happy to have the opportunity to have had all of these opportunities, okay? All of these cups, the ones that are fallen and up. So just think of it that way, okay? Take the time to contemplate that, Pisces. Really nice. Really nice. I felt the energy shift very much. I actually love the way Spirit used this, these right here. Yeah, I like that. So you have the Hangman. Right, perspective. Big surprise. Not surprise. 8 of Air. The block. Okay. and a Queen of Earth. Okay, so she surprised me. Look at all this blue, you know, Earth. Okay, let's see what they have to say about this. The Hangman, yeah. There's perspective, I like that. Also limbo. So in limbo, in this card right here, as they're talking about, okay, the person took off and is taking time to think about things. What is going on? What does this mean? You know, what's happened so far? Also, I love the fact, I'm going to remind you now because I'm remembering, they said the lavender also repels bad energies, not bad energies, but other animals because of the smell. What I'm saying is that this will repel bad energies while you're trying to go through what's going inside of your mind, okay? The Eight of Air is the Page of Swords. Of course, it's the Eight of Swords. The page can act as a block. We know this. Okay, I didn't mention it. I was trying to be nice, Spirit, but he can't see sometimes how things will change because of his innocence, okay? The new idea doesn't have enough information to go on. This is what I'll say, okay? The Page of Swords is that brilliant new idea that you have, and you're so, like, your pages are working together, you know, your Pisces nature and your Page of Air nature of bringing new things. They're working, and they're working fantastically together. You're turning water into mist with the air, and it's going up and up and up, and suddenly you start really questioning, like, what I don't have enough information. How can I actually make mist out of water? Like, where's it going to go when I bring up that water? Is it just going to fall straight back down? Am I going to drown somebody? You know, I'm talking about elements here. So it's, oh, okay. I see where they're going. I'm feeling a shoe vibe coming in here with all of these, with this mother-daughter kind of planet analogies here, and the Earth, the Queen of Earth. The Queen of Earth steps in and says, the water's going to fall back down to Earth and feed the plants. The wind will carry the mist and the water to places that's needed, okay? So they're telling you, again, how to turn the darkness into the light, how to turn your questions into answers. Aha. It's so funny. I feel like a shoe is Sadhguru, but even better. I've listened to him a couple of times, so it's just, he doesn't look like him. He's not like him at all. He's more of I feel more of a Native American vibe when I see him, and older, more ancestral. But, you know, in that vein, you know, that kind of wisdom that you can only get from people who speak so eloquently, you know, with I don't know. I think you'll understand what kind of vibe I'm talking about. So I'm going to let him in because I know he's here. I know he's always here. I always sense him sitting on a rock. It is the weirdest thing. I always feel him like at the edge of my consciousness, just sitting on a rock, waiting to pipe into certain things. So I now understand why I'm so, why my throat is so clogged. All right. So this is wonderful. This is great, great information right here. Taking a mist. Unblocking. Yeah. Okay. The Ten of Air. What they want you to pay attention to. Yeah, okay. So he's working on the energy of these cards. Love that. I may have to make these cards his. The Fool. Messenger of Water. Transformation. Okay. So, right away I was focusing on this. The feathers at the bottom. I could hear let the feathers fall where they may, because they're going to fall somewhere good. And if you look at the 10 of air, look at the feathers. And she's looking up while he's looking down. So the solution to your problem is really to your stressful situation, which is the 10 of swords right here, is to work with everything you know and utilize everything you know. Okay? Don't limit yourself, and get help. Okay? As above, so below. Okay? These are working in tandem with each other to create something that's going to have momentum. You may not see where all these feathers are going to fall, okay? And this is the Fool coming in. But they're asking you, the Fool is, trust the universe to keep you safe. When I'm afraid and this card comes out, this always comes into play. Trust the universe to keep you safe as you leap into this unknown journey, okay? Your magic is this. Trust the universe to keep you safe, okay? Even in the messenger of water. In these moments, the messenger of water for me is always about the ups and downs of your emotions, right? This could probably be, for me, the most emotional of cards in the water signs, in the water. It's that, I call him my hormonal knight in the deck. He's the worst Pisces I've ever been. You know, that Pisces where they're not in touch with their emotions, where everything feels out of sync with itself. You know, when you have those days where you feel like you're surfing on the water. I feel that this messenger is the one where you're feeling, I don't have any control. So all of this is saying that sometimes in these moments with this 5 of Cups, when you don't have control, know that things will be okay, that things have a destination, that things work out together. This magic that you have is helping you build the stability that you need in moments of instability, okay? And ultimately, you have transformation. And I love the fact that this feels more like fire than water, which we have a ton here, okay? We have a ton of water. It's all water. Except it's air. It's all in the blues. It's all in the air and the water. Except for this one and this one right here. I'm going mainly by the colors of the cards, okay? I feel the blues hitting me. The introspection. The very much Pisces season that we are in here. All right, Pisces, I'm going to let you go because it's running a little long. I am going to come back and give you a lot more. I'm bringing Ashu with me. This one, I might actually just stop here and then keep going right away because I don't want to lose my connection to him. But you're going to see this one later on this evening. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and blessings, Pisces, and I hope you tune in later for the second part. Thank you.